So this is solar powered chargers for medical devices by Team 14B. Our team consists of Zachary, Mohammed, and Haya.
So, some background for the issue at hand. Numerous countries are currently facing an energy crisis, which is ultimately causing unreliable access to electrical energy or dependence on energy sources that significantly pollute the environment. For example, countries like India and South Africa deal with frequent power outages, while others like China and Nigeria rely heavily on coal and diesel, which contribute to severe air pollution. This situation causes a hindrance on economic development, but also poses serious health risks to their populations, as it's one of the primary causes for respiratory illnesses and other pollution health related issues. So, our one solution that we developed was the use of solar power, which has a wide range of benefits compared to other methods of energy generation. Some advantages include being a sustainable source of energy, doesn't produce any greenhouse gases, nor contributes to pollution as a whole. It has a long lifespan and low maintenance costs after installation. However, solar energy is not without its own disadvantages, such as a high installation cost initially. It doesn't work at night, so energy does have to be stored through the day. It uses a lot of space, and this is not something that you can install by yourself. Fortunately, most of these disadvantages are taken into consideration with the solar powered charger for medical devices that we developed.
So here's our pure analysis table. We decided to look at three different types of materials: monocrystalline, polycrystalline, and thin film. Is cheaper but not as efficient as mono. Thin film was easier to use and lighter, but had lower energy storage and not as reliable. So we decided to go with mono, as it has the longest battery life and it having and it being the most powerful.
Uh, that we, as discussed before, we decided on using monocrystalline. Monocrystalline is like distinguished by having a black color and usually cut off or round off edges. And like the rate for absorption of like the sun is like 15 to 23% compared to a polycrystalline, which has only 13 to 16%. And another pro, it takes up less space than polycrystalline panels. Here's our design. Here's a rough design of the solar panel. We have two panels, one that can slide out from the other under the other one, and we have an outlet so you can power medical devices and USB ports so you can plug whatever you need into it. And here's a 3D model of the design and the animation of showing it sliding out. And we have attachable legs that you can put on this the panel that slides out. And the panels that we used were about 130 USD per one, and they're rated for 100 watts and 12 volts.